Alright, all my little Mooney friends. Yeah, I did it. I got the pop figures. I was so excited. I was going to film the whole thing, and I did get some footage, but here's the thing, because they had music blaring so loud throughout the mall and in the store, I did not want to get a mark on my account for copyrighted music. So, but I did get the pop figures. I did get them, and then I did get 3 pins because I was like 50 cents away from a whole, thing of hot cash. So I got some pins to kind of, one was Lisa Frank, it has kitties on it. One is Harley Quinn, and the last one is Gigi, because I love Gigi. Gigi's like awesome. I love Gigi. So I am like on my way home now. It's a long drive for me. The mall is quite far away, so this is like a big thing for me. But one thing I did want to talk about is a lot of people have been asking me about my hip and how I broke it and everything. So I'm going to kind of quick run down the story. I'll show you the pops afterwards, I promise. So in October, I was at the gym and we were doing bear crawls on the floor because my personal trainer thought I could keep up with a 19-year-old football player. No. And I hurt myself, and I asked the woman right away. I said, "Hey, I'm in pain, And she was like, "Oh no, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it." And I was like, "Okay." So after a week of pain, I went to see the doctor. The doctor told me, they said, "Oh, hey, let's get some x-rays." Got some x-rays. They said x-rays look fine. So we think it's just a pulled muscle. We'll put you in physical therapy. Did physical therapy for a pulled muscle on my leg for a month. It seemed to get better, and then it didn't get better, and then it seemed to get better, and it didn't get better. It was like back and forth. It was crazy. I thought, okay, well, something weird is going on. So after a month of that, I was discharged. And for the next month, I had been in and out of ERs, literally crying and sweating because I was in that much pain. It was that bad. And so eventually the last ER I went to told me, "Hey, look, they got x-rays. They said we don't see anything. But hey, look, maybe we should send you to a pain clinic. Maybe they can help you." So I said, fine. Went to the pain clinic. Pain clinic basically brushed me off. Said, they didn't really entirely believe I was hurt. In fact, their first words out of their mouth was, "We don't give narcotics." And I was like, okay, well, I don't care. I just want my leg fixed. I had to argue with them to get something done. So they finally said, "Okay, fine, we'll do an MRI." So I got the MRI done. In the middle of the MRI, the doctor says, "Hey, when do you see the doctor next?" I said, "Well, look, in a few weeks." He said, "No, you see him Monday." This is on a Saturday. So, okay, fine. So I go to see the doctor and they at first go, "Oh, we got pictures of the leg's fine." I said, "All right." Then I said, "Well, what about the hip?" They said, "Well, we don't have anything." I said, "That's what you got was the hip." And they told me. They come back about 5 minutes later. They got a packet for me. They said, "Hey, by the way, here you go. Here is your papers. You need to go to the ER because you're going to have emergency surgery." I said, "Are you kidding me?" I went to an ER, and they took a look at everything, and they indeed said that my hip was cracked. I had only about that much left before I completely broke my hip. And they said, "Look, we're going to try and see if it can heal on its own. Here's some crutches. Use those. But if you fall, you're going to have surgery." That was on a Monday. The next day, Tuesday, I ended up falling on concrete steps face first, and I had informed them, and they set up an appointment for Friday to see the doctor. The doctor said, "Look, because of the way it is and because you fell, you're going to have surgery Monday morning." I went, "Well, fantastic." I had literally a weekend to get things together so that I could have surgery and everything. During that weekend, my lovely fiance, I love him so much, knew that I was going to have to sleep downstairs because I wasn't going to be able to make it upstairs. And so he bought a recliner set, a whole new furniture set, so that I could sleep downstairs without any issues. And that worked out really well. So I had the surgery. They had 3 screws put in my hip. They're huge screws. They're about like that big, and they're in my hip, and it's crazy the way it is. And yeah, so that got done. About 3 days later, I was finally discharged. They said it was really funny. The nurses said it was really funny because they said, normally, because they put me on Dilaudid when I first came out. When I first came out of surgery, because I was so terrified. I have anxiety, so I was like, oh my God, this is nuts. And the doctor, the anesthesiologist was so sweet. She touched my face and she goes, sweetie, it's going to be okay, I promise. She goes, we're going to give you some like amnesia medication. So she has said, you'll be awake, but you won't remember anything. And then we'll put you to sleep. And I went, okay, that's the last thing I remember. I woke up, I remember being wheeled down, and the only words that could come out of my mouth was pain. So I got back, and they told my fiance, they said it was really funny. They said, she's on Dilaudid, but they said she hasn't been asking for it because it only lasts an hour. They said she hasn't been asking for it, but every 3-4 hours. So they were very impressed with that. And eventually the nurse did ask me, why, I wasn't asking for medication as often as I, quote, should have. And I said, well, look, I said, I was in pain, I said, for 2 months. I walked on a broken hip, and now I don't have that pain anymore. And so I said, with that pain being gone, everything else just seems so minute. And they said, wow. And the nurses heard the whole story, and they were like, oh my gosh, My stepdaughter in the ER even had to proclaim, oh, you're a beast, walking on a broken hip for 2 months. And the nurses were just like, oh my gosh, your pain threshold must be so high. And I was like, well, now it is. But yeah, for 3 days I was in the hospital. I came out, and for about 3 days more, it took me, that's how long it took me to actually get a good night's sleep. Before then, I was waking up confused. I had very lucid dreams. Everything was wrong, and they said, no, you're suffering from sleep deprivation, because I really couldn't sleep in the hospital because they had people coming in, checking the wound and everything all the time. So they said I had sleep deprivation, so it took like a long time to actually finally get a really good night's sleep. And in between that time, I was seeing the doctor so that they could check the wounds and everything. And I had so many staples. Oh my God, so many staples. So, I have this large wound, and I joke with people because I say, I'm going to tell them that I got in a bar fight with a bear in the Yukon, and they should take a look at the bear. And, that's my big joke. I know it's corny, it's stupid, but that's my big joke for my scar, because summertime, people are going to see it, and it makes me really self-conscious about it, because that's just who I am. I'm very self-conscious. But there it is. Walking on a broken hip for 2 months, and dealing with that pain. Now the pain is gone, and I'm dealing with the incision pain and trying to get back on track with things. So yeah, just trying to get better. And I've been getting better. I literally went to the doctor the same week I was supposed to, the same week I started school, and she said, okay, you're good. And I started school, and that's where I've been. It's been a roller coaster ride, let me tell you. My first time having major surgery, and they did tell me it was actually semi-major surgery, because what was done was pretty big. They said, especially for a person my age, it was pretty big. So yeah, I was dealing with that, and yeah, that's where I've been this whole time, and that's why I haven't been really posting anything at all, is because that's what happened. And it's been a nightmare since October. From October until December, it was just a nightmare. I was in so much pain. I know I did some videos, but oh my gosh, I was in so much pain. Seriously, so much pain. It was killing me. It really, really was. It was killing me. But yeah, I did post to Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, check me out on Instagram, because I was posting pictures of when I was in the hospital and everything. And yeah, I couldn't get many pictures because they kept putting my phone to the side, and because I kept texting everybody, because that was the only way I could really talk to people. Because yeah, so, but that's where I've been. That's what's been going on. That's why I haven't been doing videos all that much. But you know, there's one thing I did have the entire time, ever since December, is a smile on my face. There's been a smile on my face because, one, I am alive. You know, I had semi-major surgery and I am alive. That is a good thing to be happy about. I don't have the pain anymore. Another good thing to be happy about. I'm going back to school. I'm going for IT mobile development, and that's going to be really, that's going to be really fun. So far I'm doing really, really good, straight A, like A pluses in all my classes. So I'm really, really, really happy with the outcome that's come about. But yeah, I am just so happy right now. Life is good. Life should be good for you too. I am selling some Sailor Moon stuff because I do need the money. Because, yeah, I do need the monies. But then again, who doesn't need the monies right now? Waiting for Taxmas to come along, because, you know, Taxmas is better than Christmas. It is, it's better than Christmas. Who doesn't love free money? I know I do. I love free money. I don't know about anybody else, but I love free money. Free money's good. Free money's real good. Real good. All right, guys. Just 1 minute, and then I will show you. I'm trying to park my car, and then I will show you the super uber cool pins that I got in the pièce de résistance, the Sailor Moon pop figures, because that is what I went for in this whole fiasco. And yeah, yay! I'm so happy. So yeah, finally parked the car. It's kind of dark in here, I know, to my garage, but what are you gonna do, right? So here are the pop figures. Ta-da! So happy with them. And then here are the buttons. I have one button. Let me get it. I have one button, and that's Lisa Frank, like that one. And my other button is Harley Quinn, because who doesn't love Harley? Harley Quinn. And then the last button I have is, she's upside down, Gigi. I love Gigi. So I have these three pins, and I'm excited for having them because, yay, I love all of them. I do. But anyways, I gotta take this in, and I have to put it somewhere on my shelf. I'll post pictures to Instagram, because I have no clue where I'm going to put this. This is huge, and I am running out of space. I need new shelves. More shelves. I don't know where I'm going to put them, though. Ugh. But anyways, I know this video is kind of long, but I did want to kind of get out what happened, and that I will be coming back. I do have a lot of stuff that I need to show you guys. A lot of other stories to tell about some merchandise that I got in the mail that I wasn't too happy with, because, yeah, I'll get into that later. But I want to thank you so much for joining me, guys. I know this is a long video. I do apologize, but I truly do love you guys so much. So take care, everybody, and I will see you again real soon. All right? Mwah. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.